Hi dear students, I welcome you all to this session. So in the last session we have seen what is system testing and it's an overview with an video. So let us see system testing on the non-functional side of it. So system testing on the non-functional side of view has different types of testing, okay? So which includes performance or load testing, scalability testing, reliability testing, stress testing, interoperability testing and localization testing. So let us see one by one in brief. So what is performance or load testing? So basically to evaluate the time taken or response time of the system to perform its operation and required function in comparison with the different versions of the same product. Okay, a different competitive product is called as a performance testing. So basically what you do, you consider the time taken to perform some action and its performance, how quick your application is responding to you whenever you go and click on it. Okay, so with this you understand what is performance or load testing. So next move on to the scalability testing. So a testing that requires enormous amount of resources to find out maximum compatibility of the system parameters is called as an scalability testing. So how scalable your application is, you test it. Okay, so reliability testing is to evaluate the ability of the system or an independent component of the system to perform its required functions repeatedly for a specified period of time. So you need a independent component and you perform a test on it and checks whether it works or not. Okay, so this is reliability testing. So moving on to the stress testing. So it is to evaluate the system behind the limits, okay, of the specified requirements or the system resources, just to make sure that system does not break down unexpectedly. Okay, so interoperability testing is the testing phase. So it is done to ensure that two or more products can exchange information. So one or more components are able to exchange the information or not, you test it in this testing. So localization testing, it is conducted to verify that the localized product works in different languages is called as localization testing. So for example, your application is developed for a Russian language. So it is manipulating the Russian languages or not, you just test it with the localization testing. Okay, so let us moving on to the next slide. Different perspective of the system testing. So what are the different perspective of the system testing? So it is basically performed on the basis of written test case according to the information collected by your architecture, design and documentation and module specification, and also the requirements gathered from your system requirement specification. So sometimes system test cases are created after looking at the system design to include the functionality that test the system together. So in this diagram you can see the component supplier is having some test phase. Okay, so it is a global perspective also is considered. So subsystem testing is done with the global perspective, and for the product organization you are doing the system testing. Okay, so and also global perspective you will do the complete testing, which is your system testing. So solution integrators also perform system testing, and with the global perspective they perform the solution testing. Now let us see why is system testing done. So the behavior of the complete product is verified during the system testing, right? So the tests that refer to the multiple modules, programs and functionality are included in system testing. So testing the complete product behavior is critical, as it is wrong to believe that individually tested components will work together when they are put together. So you are not sure whether the integrated modules are working fine or not, because you have developed it individually, so you need to combine it together and test it. Okay, so to just summarize the testing, why the system testing is done. So just to provide an independent perspective in testing, so you will provide an independent perspective. So every testing module will have different functionalities. So to test the different perspective, you will do the testing. Okay, so then to bring the customer's perspective in testing, so you will also consider the customer's point of view and do the testing, and to provide a fresh pair of eyes to discover defects not found earlier by testing. So in the earlier testing phases, you must have not found some bugs, right? So but in the system testing, once after the integration of all the modules, you may find the bugs. So that is why the system testing is very required. And test the product behavior in a holistic, complete and realistic environment. So once after you develop your complete application, so it will be integrated as a complete bundle. Okay, so test it as a holistic and it is complete, and also you will test it in a real-time environment. Okay, so to test both functional and non-functional aspects of the product, you do the system testing. So as I have told you in the previous session, system testing is the only testing done for considering the functional and non-functional aspects both. Next, to build the confidence in the product. So by doing the system testing, you will have that confidence of the product, that your product will work on any different platforms or any other different browsers or any given software requirements. So to get this confidence, you will perform the system testing, and also to ensure all the requirements are met and ready the product for the acceptance testing. So you will make sure all the requirements are met in this, and also you will make sure that the product is ready for the acceptance testing, which is done only after the system testing. Okay, so now let us see what is functional testing and non-functional testing. So what are the different testing aspects, and what is functional testing aspect and non-functional testing. So first one, what involves in functional testing. So product features and functionalities are involved in it, and under non-functional testing, quality factors are involved. Okay, and what are the tests to be done? In functional testing, product behavior testing is done, and in non-functional testing, behavior and its experience testing is done. And the result conclusion is on simple steps written to check expected results. And for the non-functional testing, huge data is collected and is analyzed. Result varies due to product implementation in functional testing, and in non-functional testing, product implementation plus resources plus configurations. And testing focuses on defect detection in functional testing, and in non-functional testing, it focuses on qualification of the product. And knowledge required for the functional testing is product and domain knowledge, and in non-functional testing, you need the knowledge on product, domain, and you also need the knowledge on design, architecture, and also statistical skills. And failures are normally due to code in functional testing, and in non-functional testing, architecture or design, or it can also be code. So testing phase are in functional testing, unit testing, component, integration and system testing. And in non-functional side, only the system testing. So test case repeatability is repeated many times in functional testing, and in non-functional testing repeated only in case of failures and different configurations. So coming to the configuration, so functional testing, one time setup for the set of test cases, but for the non-functional testing, configuration changes for each test case. Let us moving on to the next slide. Functional testing, and in detail we will discuss in the next session. Thank you, students.